Hey everyone, this is Sir J again with another video tutorial, but this is for Wave Link 3.0 beta, which is going on right now, made by Elgato. This program is, you should have already probably seen all my previous videos on how to get this started and going. So I'm going to just show you how to get ArtTunes installed under this. This is by ArtISWar. He's phenomenal. He knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to audio and Call of Duty. Same thing with gadgetry tech. He's very amazing when it comes to audio guides and stuff. So he has several videos. They both have many videos. I'm making this video to try to condense it all into one, but also with the added bonus of using Wavelink instead of using Voicemeeter. We're using Wavelink 2.0. So this is for Wavelink 3.0 people. First thing, before further ado, I want to make sure that you guys know exactly where I'm getting this information from so that y'all can go over there and support their channels and get everything going. If you want to get deep dived into more information, he has a lot of stuff going on. So here's his home. I'm going to go to his playlist. This is ArtISWar. I'm going to click on the full view full playlist. This is going to get you step-by-step instructions on how to get your Warzone audio going. And what I'm doing right here to just condense it all into one. I would strongly suggest to go ahead and open up these right here so that you can get to the download links for the files that he uses. Just the first two and then the last one right here, they all have files on them. As you see here, this is the first video right here. You go and look for install packages. That's right here. Go to that link. You can go ahead and download that. Go to the second link that I opened up, and it says download for this guide. Go ahead and do that for his. And then the third link, this is just going to be the S4 audio tweaks right here. So we're going to try to go in as order as possible to try to condense it, but it's going to jump around just a tad bit compared to what he does. I also want to give a shout out for gadgetry tech. Give him credit on here as well, because none of these videos could have been done without these two collaborating together. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. I am going to go ahead and keep this here just so you can see something here in a second when we uninstall these things. If you already had it installed, we're going to start over from scratch, okay? All the way from the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the start menu and then type in install apps. We're going to go here and then we're going to find 4 things that we're going to uninstall. If you have Voicemeeter, you want to uninstall that. If you had the Wavelink 2.0, you want to uninstall it, go back to my previous video on how to get Wavelink 3.0 installed properly. But we're going to go ahead and uninstall all these other things. ASIO, this is going to be for the hi-fi cable bridge. If you already remember, all of these uninstalls are from the previous times that you've done it. So you're switching over to Wavelink 3.0. Go ahead and uninstall here. Uninstall. Yes. Remove. Okay, but don't restart. Not yet anyways, but we will. Next one, you want to go ahead and search Equalizer APO. Uninstall that. Uninstall. Yes. Next. Next. Yes, you want to remove all the configuration and registry. We're doing everything fresh. No, you do not want to reboot yet. We will soon. We're actually going to reboot probably 3 or 4 times throughout this process. Next, you want to uninstall ReaPlugs. How do you say it? REA. There it is. ReaPlugs X64. Uninstall. Uninstall. Yes. Uninstall and close. Right here, you want to go ahead and hit no at this point. Now that everything is uninstalled, I'm going to go ahead and close this, and we're going to wind up restarting the computer. Go ahead and reboot now. All right, now that you've already rebooted your computer, you're going to see this in Wavelink. Wavelink, the ArtTunes is going to say unavailable now if you already had it on there. I'm going to go ahead and remove it because it's not working anyway, so at the moment, but we're about to get that all working and processed. I'm going to go ahead and go over here to all the install files. These are all the files that I told you to go and click the links. I'm going to put them in the description as well. Once you unzip them and extract them, they're going to kind of look like this. You're going to see like 1 through 9. This one's actually going to be 1 through 3. I renamed them 10, 11, 13. Also the HRIR and more HeSuVi profiles, because there should be 2 sets right here, right? I condensed them all into one for my own purposes for this video as well. So the HeSuVi profile, you don't see the second one here, but it's inside here. So we're going to get to that as well. So right here, I renamed this Don't install voice meter because we already have your Wavelink 3.0 installed for the beta. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to go ahead and install hi-fi cable. Yes, install. I may need to reset my mic every time for this. Go ahead and hit OK. Testing. Yep, still working. Go ahead and hit back. Don't install this. So now Equalizer APO. We're going to install this one. If it prompts you, any of these prompts you to get the update, go ahead and update them. Go ahead and next. Agree. Keep everything of the destination folders to all be default as it is. Don't change anything. Install. We're going to do this probably about 2 or 3 times. You should find the hi-fi cable. Once you find the hi-fi cable, click it and check it, and then hit troubleshoot, and then change this to LFX GFX. When that happens, you want to make sure that all of these are going to wind up being checked, but I'm not going to do anything right now with it. We're going to come back and we're going to double check, make sure that everything is checked afterwards. So it should be another one that pops up. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK for now, just to install on that hi-fi. I notice after that install, the Wavelink closed out. So I'm going to keep this up in the background so that I know that anytime that my mic stops working, this will close out automatically based on doing these installs. We're going to go ahead and hit back. We're going to install piece now. Go ahead and install piece. Yes. I'm going to ask you to get the newer version. Yes, go ahead and download the newer version. And that screen is going to disappear and a new one's going to pop up, and go ahead and hit install. You're going to hit yes, and then OK. Then you can close this out, and we're going to install HeSuVi. Go ahead and run that. Yes. And then you want to hit yes. Window's going to pop up. It's going to run through an installer in just a second here. And then you're going to get a pop-up in the Windows. You just close it out once we're done there. We're going to close HeSuVi out. Go ahead and close this. There you go. That pops up. Go ahead and close it. And then HeSuVi should have popped up now. Preemptively, I'm going to go ahead and uncheck stereo here. We're going to do that. Keep this automatic. Uncheck stereo. We're not doing that mix stuff. We're going to get into this in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. If you're watching this video and your audio keeps disappearing, just keep changing it back to system audio. Next, we're going to install ReaPlugs. Yes. I agree. Keep everything default as it is. Install. And close. And OK. That's done. Now we're going to do the, what is it called? Loudness equalizer. Go ahead and open up that text. You're going to highlight this right here. And you're going to go ahead and right click and copy, or Control C. You can go straight to PowerShell if you want. Either way, you need to run it to administrator. You can hit start and type in PowerShell, and then hit run as administrator. I'm going to just right click and do my terminal. It's going to be the same thing. Right click and then admin. Yes. I already copied that. I'm going to do Control V, paste anyways, and then hit enter. And then now it wants to know what the device name is. So we're going to type in this exact name for the hi-fi cable right here. So it's going to be spelled just like that, exactly the same. I'm going to move this over and do HI-FI space cable input. Enter. As you saw, the Elgato thing went away. Wavelink, so then my mic turned off. I just turned it back on. All right, next. To be on the safe side, we're going to close all this out, and then we're going to reboot. I'll see you back in a moment. All right, welcome back after you're done rebooted. All right, now we're going to move on to the next step, and it's going to be doing the base profile. We're going to go ahead and click this, and we're going to copy. We're going to go ahead and open up another folder here. What we're going to do is open up another folder and go to your C drive, go to program files, go to Equalizer APO and config. In here, you're going to want to copy and paste this into there, the VST base. We're going to go ahead and open up piece as well. Yes, you want to go ahead and overwrite. You want to use the full interface on the right. And you should see this base. We're going to go ahead and click out of it to a different one. Going to disappear, come back, click in, here, come back. We're going to keep it like this for now. We're going to come back to this. Go ahead and exit out. We're going to go ahead and open up the equalizer device, the equalizer APO device selector again. Hit yes. And you're going to find your hi-fi cable again. Click it and check it. Make sure it's highlighted. Troubleshoot. And you want to do the LFX, GFX. Now you have 6 total, and you want all of these checked, and then hit OK. I cut out my mic again, but that's okay. Got you back. We'll probably just keep this open for now. I'm going to go ahead and head back, and we're going to jump around a little bit, potentially. Based on his, it's going to be a little bit different just because I'm combining all of it together to try to make one fluid one. We're going to wind up going over here, and I'm going to right click it and open up a new window so that we don't lose it. Our location, copy, and paste this in there. You can close this one now. We're going to head back, and we're going to do the HeSuVi profiles. We're going to do both of them. So this is from the second download and the third download. I believe the third download, or first and second. So we're going to go ahead and right click here. We're going to go and open up new window. We're going to copy this one, paste. We're going to open up the 15. We're going to select both of these. Control select, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Now you got all those in there. I'm going to show you HeSuVi real quick. We're going to open it up. This might pop up. Again, go ahead and close it out. Stereo, I just want to show you that it's there. We're not going to load anything just yet. Go to additional, and you're going to see these 3. So when you do load it, you're going to hit load, but don't do that just yet. Under virtualization, you should see the EAC default if you did copy and paste it correctly. All right, we're not going to do anything here. Right now, we're just going to close it out. We're going to come right back. Now we're going to make some specific audio tuning and equalization for your headphones. Right now, I went to the new target folder, but you don't have all of these. All you have is probably the link, and then you have the Warzone targets. So I'm going to get you the ArtTunes ones, and I'm also going to get you the gadgetry ones. So then you can try out which one you like the best for which tuning process, okay? All right, so go ahead and open up the link that he provided in his file. Go ahead and go here. Search for your headphones. So you can, for mine is DT770s. He doesn't have it here. There are several different ones, but I don't know which one's the 250 ohms. I have the 250 ohms. So sometimes you have to also separate the letters and numbers. So DT space 770. Okay, so Gadgetry does have ones similar for my headphones, but he only has the 80 ohms. And I believe this is like 35 or 36 ohms, the Pro X. So since I can't do that, I'm going to go ahead and open up the one that says 250. So it may not be his, but that's okay. We're going to get to his, and we're going to wind up combining his with theirs and so forth with the baseline one. So I'm going to go, these are his baseline ones. If you have the 80 ohm, that's cool. Or if you have a different one that he has, then awesome. Everything's just inside here. But for those who don't, like me, I'm going to go ahead and click this twice. I'm going to click it to open up a new thing. This shows me my baseline. So I'm going to do 2 different ones. And then here goes another one. Click that one. And it does that baseline. I have 2 of the same ones just so I can get this exported properly. Now I want his target file. Gadgetries. We already have ArtTunes target files right here. This is ArtTunes right there, ArtISWar. And we're going to go ahead and download his. So all you have to do is click Warzone 2025. Then you have the equalization adjustments for his that he has set. You can just hit a little export download graph right here. And I'm going to put it where the other one is. Place in a new target. I'm going to name the first 2 for Gadgetry. So it's going to be the Gadgetry GT for Gadgetry Warzone 2025 target. That's just the target for it. I already have it saved, so I'm not going to go ahead and re-download it. I'm going to hit cancel. You save it though. Then we're going to make both of these. So I'm going to do the first one. We're going to do Art Tunes first. Go ahead and go to Equalizer. Then you're going to upload target. And then you want to go into the same thing, the new target. And then you're going to see the ArtISWar, and you're going to see both of them with target. So I'm going to do the ArtISWar one first. Click that, open. Now it gives you a new thing on top of it, kind of overlaid on top of it. Then you want to do auto EQ after you select your biodynamics. And then you're going to get a new green line, which is going to be based off of the Warzone target. And then from there, you want to go ahead and export. And then same thing, you want to put it in the same spot. And then you want to name it your Art Tunes one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it just so you see the name. Full representation. I'm not going to download it again because I already downloaded it. So I did AIW for the front of it, my name of my headphones, the type, Vithiones, and the Warzone 2025, just so I know what's what. Next, we're going to go ahead and add gadgetries to this one. So all you have to do is the same thing, Equalizer, upload target, and then you want to select the target of gadgetry, hit OK. And then I like to select the model and then hit auto EQ. Going to give you that green line again. So it's going to be both of them tuned together. And then you want to export again. And then same thing, find that location. Same thing, I have the GT in front of it for Gadgetry Tech combined with my headphones baseline and Warzone 2025. I'm going to go ahead and save yours. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel for now. Next, you're going to go ahead and open up Piece again. You want to use full interface. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click out to change it, click back in, and then I'm going to do import. And then I am going to have everything right here. So we're not going to get out of this screen. We're going to keep it there. We're going to get our two new ones that we made with our headphones. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it right here into that config folder, which should be the same folder as this, if I'm not mistaken. Bring that piece back up. I'm going to do the ArtISWar first. Go ahead and click on that one. Click OK and open. Before you hit open, it's going to ask you something. Say no, because otherwise it's going to replace it. You do not want to replace the VST. No. All right. Go up to preamp. Change to 0. Hit enter. Oh, not 30. Erase. 0. Enter. And then you want to hit save. And then change this to whatever you want. Sometimes you have a lot of configurations over there. Sometimes you don't. I'm going to hit 1 hyphen just so that I know that it's there. I'm going to change this to red so I know that when I select it, it should be red up here, I guess, in the upper left-hand corner. And I'm going to save this. I'm going to do the same thing with Gadgetry Tech. I'm going to go ahead and hit Equalizer default. It's going to change it over. We're going to go to ArtISWar, same thing. And then it'll switch over. You'll see it at the top. It'll be the same thing. Go ahead and import Gadgetry. Open. No again. Do not want to replace. Change this to 0. Enter. And then you want to hit save. And I'm going to put 2. Just so that everything's at the top. And then I'm going to change his to, we'll say, I don't know, purple. Save. That way you'll see purple up there. Now I'm going to go ahead and change it back to ArtISWar. There's that. At this point, you can go ahead and close this out. All right, now that you have your headphones under control and you have the equalization combination of both Gadgetry Tech and ArtISWar, now we're going to open up your sound settings. Go ahead and hit open up, go to control panel, go to sounds. You want to get the legacy sounds. We're going to scroll down, try to find hi-fi cable input. We're going to right click it. You're going to hit properties. You want to make sure everything is the same. Go to advanced. It's going to be 48,000 hertz. Hit apply, hit OK if you can. And then we're going to go to enhanced. You're going to click on this loudness equalization, check it off, hit settings, bring it down all the way to short, hit OK. Hit apply, and then OK. Next, you want to go to recordings. Same thing. Hi-fi cable. right click, properties. You want to go to advanced. See how this is at 44,000. You don't want that. We want the 48. 2 channels is fine. Apply and okay. We're going to go ahead and change the name of these two. So I'm going to hit properties since we already did the loudness thing. And I'm going to change it to Art Tunes. And all, not tubes. Art Tunes. And hit apply. Hit OK. Recording, same thing. I'm going to change this to Art Tunes. ArtISWar, remember, giving credit to him. He has done all of this. Is just condensed for you. Playback. Now that you've already changed the configuration for the enhancements and the level, you brought this loudness down to that. Go ahead and close that out or hit OK and hit configure. You're going to hit 7.1 surround sound. You're going to hit next, 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 finish. Now you can hit OK or keep it there. You can double check, make sure that your game audio or your system audio, you're going to see that almost all of them are all advanced and then set to 48,000 hertz. We're going to keep everything there just to give you a visualization to keep everything the same. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Now we're going to hit here and add the configuration file, the pre-compressor. So you're going to go into this right here. I believe it's its second video download. Right click and then open a new window. This right here, copy, paste. I believe I already had that window open, but anyways, we'll just follow through. Now that you've done that, go ahead and type in APO Config. You want to get the Equalizer APO configuration editor. Once this pops up, hit no. I already added it a minute ago, so I'm going to go ahead and you don't delete it. Yours, I'm going to make mine look like yours in just a second here. You probably had HeSuVi down here, so this is probably what yours look like. I was messing with it earlier to try to make sure everything was set properly. So you're here. Go ahead and bring the HeSuVi all the way up to the top. And once you do that, make sure this device thing here is set to your art tunes that you just did. And it should just automatically say 7.1. If it doesn't say 7.1, then click on 7.1. But if it says from device 7.1, then you're good so far. Keep it like that. It's very important. Now we're going to add the pre-compressor, the little green plus sign, control, include configuration file. You're going to also drag this to the top. So it's going to wind up being these three in this order. Go ahead and hit the blue folder right next to it. Then you're going to hit the pre-compressor. Hit open. So these are all in this process. Now you're going to hit this little blue button right at the top, like top center, top left center, I guess. Hit the blue one, and then you're going to open up the pre-compressor. Just going to open up a new tab inside here. So you got the config file here, you got the pre-compressor here. You're going to open up open panel. Under open panel, this is probably unchecked. Go ahead and check it and hit apply and then hit OK. Then go ahead and hit save before you close it out. Hit save and then close this out. Now you can hit save on this one as well. Make sure ArtTunes is up here and make sure 7.1 is up there and hit save and then hit close again. Let me double check, make sure that that is also under the same thing. Okay, cool. It is. Making sure the device up there is selected properly. Okay, now that that is saved, do it again just in case and close. Now we're going to do the HeSuVi profile. And then we're going to reboot after this. Go here. Nothing's here. Go to edition. And then you want to hit this EAC default and hit load. It's going to pop up. Open. Give it a second. Now this should be highlighted already. All these numbers should have changed. LFE should have gone down to 0. You got all this going on. Now that's already done. If you want to reboot right now, which I'm going to go ahead and do to be on the safe side, make sure the stereo is not checked, make sure 5.1 is not checked, and only automatic is on. That is it on this point. I'm going to reboot. I'm going to close everything out, and I'll see you back in just a second. All right, yet another reboot. Welcome back. Right now, we are in Wave Link. We're back to Wave Link finally after all that work. Thank you again, ArtISWar. Thank you, Gadgetry Tech. I know y'all don't know that I'm making this video, but I just wanted to make sure that I credit y'all. Anyways, go ahead and hit create channel here. and you're going to go ahead and create the VB audio hi-fi. Go ahead and hit that. I'm going to go ahead and hit plus for headphones so that it comes through my headphones. You can do speakers if you want. I'm going to go ahead and mute this in case I walk away or something. Then I can still hear it. I don't want it under SFX because I don't want it to loop back into my game mic, and I don't want it under voice chat because otherwise people will hear my game as well. I'm going to go ahead and hit edit. I'm going to change this to 2-art space tunes, not tubes, tunes. And then I'm going to change this to like an auxiliary icon. Do green. We're going to hit close. And you can actually drag these up and down, left and right. I didn't know you could. Like if you click in the gray and you can like drag it this way and reorder everything. Just something cool out there. Looks like it glitched out. There we go. Still a beta, remember. I'm going to drag this up to number 2 right underneath systems. Drag this all the way up. Just so that it's in the proper spot that I want it to be for my own configuration. Your configuration might look different. Now we're going to boot up the game, and I will see you there in a second. I'm going to change this art tunes as well back to, actually, I think down here, it may have changed. No, I'm still back on system. I'm going to change this back to the i5 for my main hearing because that is my my normal headphones. So I will be right back. And before I boot up the game and show you the end game stuff, I want to, just for good measure, I'm going to go to sounds. Again, open this up, and I'm going to go to the HeSuVi art tunes after I've already added it to this. Not HeSuVi, the art tunes ones. I'm going to click it once, configure. I want to click out and back into 7.1, make sure that's there. Next, 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 finish. And I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to boot up the game and show you inside. So in order to get it to work too, which I almost forgot to say, is open up your sound settings, make sure you select your system as default device, and then make sure you select your voice chat as default communication, just so that it doesn't accidentally put this as default somehow, because that's what was going on with mine. Mine said default for this, and it completely messed it all up. So go ahead and you can click it and do configuration and run through the 7.1 thing again, and you can double check and you can click on this and load this again right after, or this one, then that one afterwards, just to cover your bases again, just one last time to be okay. Once you boot up the game, this is what you should see. You should be able to click on to the Art Tunes ones from the Elgato, okay, so that you can control the sound with your Elgato thing. Right now, remember, Elgato plugins are not working yet for the Wave Link 3.0, but it will, so then you can use the little knobs on the Stream Deck, which is going to be amazing, so you can adjust the audio. So anyways, you could do straight to Art Tunes itself, but I'm going to do Art Tunes 2-Art Tunes Elgato one. That's the Wave Link. And then now this should show all three for under speaker output, because if you didn't do it right, 7.1 will not show. You want that 7.1 to show. Once you have that 7.1 showing and selected, you have this selected, you have this selected, and you're great right now. And then you can go into change the audio bits, change it to bass cut. That's what Art Tunes, or sorry, I keep calling him Art Tunes when that's his product and he's ArtISWar. Open up and do headphones bass cut. That's what he recommends. Okay. Let's see what else real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put the game in window mode so that you can see that it's bouncing up and down in the Wave Link software. All right, I just moved this over just so that you can see it, and you'll be able to see this bounce up and down. So you see the Art Tunes ones. This one that we have linked for it. And if you click into the game, I'm going to see how it's bouncing up and down as I move this. I don't have any music playing, so just so that you can see for visualization. It should do the same thing. I guess it doesn't really show that way. I don't even think it shows on that, because it's just the clickingness. If it had music and stuff playing, then you would see the Art Tunes bouncing up and down as well in there. But you'll see it right here. And so you can control the volume right here as well. So if it's too loud, I actually honestly like to play it at like 83%. I'm going to keep it there for my headphones. Did I change down the system? I meant to change Art Tunes. 83%. There we go. Because otherwise it's way too loud for a lot of the things in there. All right, y'all. That concludes the video tutorial for the Wave Link 3.0, getting it added into it. I can't wait for Elgato to release the plugins, just like how Wave Link 2.0 worked with the stream decks, and that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So now you've got ArtTunes at the best audio for a Call of Duty. Thank you, ArtISWar, for creating the initial videos to help us get all through this. Again, if y'all want more information, if y'all want to even get scheduled by him, he can get you all set up, remote access and all that stuff, and do that. So make sure you go over to his channel, ArtISWar. I already pulled it up at the beginning of my video. Same thing with Gadgetry Tech. They are both absolutely phenomenal. I've been following them for a good while now, and they have some really good information on audio, especially when it comes to the type of headphones, whether the over-the-ears or even the IEMs. I think ArtISWar loves the IEMs more, and I believe Gadgetry really likes the over-the-ears. I personally prefer the over-the-ears, but anyways, I want to go ahead and wrap up the video, and y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful week, weekend, wherever y'all are at in the world. God bless.